Jonathan was such a great partner in that.
I can't imagine having a better scene partner than that to work with. Because it raises your level, it raises your game, doesn't it? Elevates your game.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, that's two masters at work. We are now going to welcome the executive director of our festival here, hero here in town, Roger Durling, who's going to conclude these proceedings. I think I introduced him a moment sooner than he was ready to come on stage. That's called
Pippi was ready for him.
Inopportune time. Pippi seems ready for anything.
I'm sorry about that. I need to give a special shout out to Leonard Maltin. Talk about Mother Master. And by the way, this is supposed to be Jeff Bridges. Jeff Bridges was supposed to give the award last night. He couldn't be here with a change of schedule. So I want you to think that I'm Jeff Bridges. Just visualize that. The co-star of Glenn Close's film, with Glenn Close and Jagged Edge. Choosing Glenn Close early last fall for this year's Maltin Mother Master was easy. There was no other person considered. Here's one of the greatest actors of our time. And I'm actually going to correct Leonard because he said at the beginning of the evening, she's one of the greatest actresses of our time. I disagree with that. I think she's one of the greatest actors of our time. And she's been nominated 7 times and never won. And can we please rectify this pronto? She delivers one of her best performances, combined with the hard-to-ignore fact that the character she plays in The Wife, a sublimated spouse to her successful husband, is so timely. Many times in Oscar history, we've had the Gold Watch Award, the Overdue Award. This is not the case with Glenn in The Wife. This is a masterful character study by a trailblazing performer who's balanced brilliantly a film career with unforgettable turns in The World According to Garp, The Big Chill, The Natural, Fatal Attraction, Head Explodes, I Am Not Gonna Be Ignored, Dangerous Liaisons, and Albert Nobbs, as well as a successful career in theater, The Real Thing, Death and the Maiden, and Sunset Boulevard, and an incredible career in TV. Before it was cool for movie stars to take roles in it, she starred in Sarah Plain and Tall in 1991, Serving in Silence, the Margaret Kammermeyer Story in 1995, and the TV series Damages. She is a trailblazer and a mother master. Now, there's also a special reason I love that we're honoring Miss Close, and I get to substitute for the dude handing this award today. I shared with Glenn earlier on the red carpet of my trips to New York City to binge watch theater, something I've done since the 1970s. My dad reluctantly accompanied to my theater extravaganzas where I see 10 shows in a week. He was there solely to indulge me. He's not a big fan of theater. He would go and sit and fall asleep, and he was just happy that I was having a good time, but he barely was having a good time. The only times he went excitedly to the theater was when Glenn Close starred in something. Thus, we saw her in Barnum, where she was nominated for Best Supporting Actress in a Musical. Together, my dad and I saw her in The Real Thing, for which she won the Tony for Best Actress in a Drama. We saw her in Benefactors. We saw her in Death and the Maiden. where another Best Tony Award for Best Actress in a Drama, and in Sunset Boulevard in 1995, that she won Best Actress Tony Award in a musical. My father passed away last year of Parkinson's, and Glenn, I went back to see you in Sunset Boulevard in March 2017. This time, alas, I went alone. But it was as if we never said goodbye, my dad and I. My father was a big fan, and would you accept this award in his honor?
Thank you so much. I'm very touched. Thank you so much. Well, I feel that you've had your full of me this evening. All I can say is, standing here very humbly, very moved, you start with a dream, and you start with this crazy passion that there's something that you are here to do, that you are here to contribute. I am very, very blessed to be able to do the thing that I love most in the world. I am blessed. I'm thinking of my dad. My dad, when I first told him that I wanted to be an actress, he said, "Well, you better learn shorthand." But I have to say that my dad, like yours, was so incredibly supportive when I think he realized that I might be able to support myself. And my mom, who I talked about when I got the Golden Globes, they always felt. My mom was a very, very artistic woman, and I think she was very, very proud of my path and what I had done artistically in the world, as were my two grandmothers. One grandmother should have been a singer, and my other grandmother, whose wedding ring I'm wearing, should have been an actress. So I feel like I'm carrying with me people in my family. Oh my God. He did that when we were shooting the Nobel Prize scene and the wife. He was up and he did other things. Now I can't remember what I was saying. All I can say is, I feel like we share a common nervous system, and what each of us chooses to throw out into the world goes into that common nervous system. And I think whatever it is that is positive, wherever we can find within ourselves something that will remind us of what it means to be a human being and how we are all connected, how we die without connection, how we should nourish that common nervous system, that, to me, will lead us into some new era, led by the kids that I met in the red carpet, that generation and the generation now. So I'm just so thankful. I mean, I'm standing up here representing all the people that have been my collaborators all these years. I would not be here without them. And I am deeply, deeply grateful for you who have gone to see my work and are here today and it means a tremendous amount to me. And I'm also so touched to have this award with Leonard's name on it, a man who has given so much to our industry, who is one of the greats. Leonard, thank you so much. You are a gracious, fascinating man, and I really love spending time with you this afternoon. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Let's go in the middle and with Leonard.